Hello and welcome to MailRight. We have another fantastic workshop for you, and today we're going to talk about 5 of the best real estate lead generation companies in 2022 so you can take advantage of those. I'm Adam Brown, co-founder, and I am with the one and only Jonathan. Say hello, Jonathan.
Yeah, my titles are getting longer and longer. You have to look
I'm going to
twice
keep
on that.
adding.
Yeah, I'm just going to make them stretch you out. Yeah, I'm the joint founder of MailRight with Adam. We provide beautiful websites on using WordPress, and we've got a suite of marketing tools and technology to help you get digital leads.
Yeah, they're awesome. So today we're going to talk about 5 of those companies, and thanks for watching. And let's jump right into the first one. And first one is BoldLeads. So tell us a little bit about BoldLeads.
Yeah, these are our competitors basically, but
Yeah, which is good though, right?
Yeah,
People know what they're getting into.
So obviously we know about them because I've studied them extensively. So, but let's start with BoldLeads. BoldLeads of the 5 we're going to be talking about is slightly different because they don't provide a website. All the other 4 that we're going to be talking about, Adam, do provide a website.
Okay.
IDX website.
Yep, which is important.
Yeah, but BoldLeads does not. BoldLeads provides landing pages to convert and to get the contact details of leads. Mm-hmm. And then it provides a back end that drip markets to those leads through email and text messaging. So it provides landing pages. It also has a basic CRM, but totally usable. And for the market segment that it is targeted at, which is the individual real estate agent or agent in a small power team, it's totally workable and does the job basically. So that's a synopsis.
Price wise, what is it?
Well, it's around $499 to set it up, but then you need your budget, and I think it's $499 a month after that.
And you say $499 or $99 a month after that?
I think it's $499 a month after that.
Okay.
I could be wrong. It's around either 250 to $499. Something like that, but then you need your budget, because it doesn't provide a website. So how does it get leads to convert them? Well, they are known for their Facebook advertising campaigns. They set the campaign up. They do it under their own account. And then for a specific zip code, they will send the leads to you. You used to, when the company, its original founders, they used to offer exclusiveness to a specific zip code area. They don't offer that now. You can have half a dozen or more agents in a specific area. Then they could be all using BoldLeads. But it utilizes Facebook to generate leads and then attempt to convert them on landing pages, and then sends email and text messages to those prospects to keep them in the loop.
Okay. You pretty much have to have a pretty serious budget to jump into that, but hopefully it's worth it, and we'll look at some of the other competition here too.
Well, I would say that it has similarity to our own platform, but we do provide a website though.
Yeah, with IDX.
And we're into Google as well. Google local adverts and video. We're big into video. They were getting a lot of traction. They sold to a much bigger company about 2 years ago, but they've been heavily affected by the changes and market changes. And also changes with Facebook. It's really made it less attractive. but it's a good system. You know, I would still rate it as one of the leading systems.
Yeah, that's why it's on the list, right?
Yep.
Well, so we are so glad you're watching this. We'd love for you to give us a thumbs up, like the video, give us some comments, ask us questions if there's other topics. Also, don't forget to subscribe and then hit that notification bell so you're notified when we have these free workshops that come out, and they're real estate specific and they're just for you to help you grow your business. So thanks again. Let's look at the second one, which is Real Geeks. And if you've been in real estate for any amount of time, a lot of these are going to sound familiar to you. So let's talk about Real Geeks now.
Yeah, I'm going to go the pros and the negatives. Let's start with the pros. The pros, let's start with the pros. I'm in a good mood. So I'm going off on a convention tomorrow. I've got hopefully a nice drive.
Nice.
So established player. It was started by a real estate agent stroke broker who was based in Hawaii. He was fed up with the systems that he was having to use. He hired some developers and they developed a platform. It got great success, and then he decided why not market it to other. They use third-party vendors to actually build the website. The website is a one website template. You can't really customize it in any way really, apart from some minor color changes and uploading your logo. Okay. It has a really good CRM, basic in design terms, but does the job. It provides good IDX functionality, the website. It's fast to load. It's not particularly that mobile friendly.
Which could be an issue these days, right?
Yeah, the bit like BoldLeads, the original owners sold up about 2 years ago, and it's owned by a much larger company. They haven't really done much with it, to be quite truthful about it. But of the players we're going to be talking in these 5, or the 12 plus that are out there, I'll say it's one of the more solid providers.
Okay.
How do you get traffic to it? Because it's not the most SEO friendly, and I certainly wouldn't spend a lot of money. It's got a blog section, but it's not that particularly great. And if you stop paying, you're going to lose all your blogs. There's no way of exporting the data out, to my knowledge. So how do they get leads? Well, one of its strengths is they provide Google Adwords, PPC campaigns. Mm-hmm. They start around $600. It's about $250 to get it set up. It's a 12-month contract, and then I think it's between $249 and $299 a month, plus the PPC budget, which starts at around $600. Well, if you've ever hired any professional paid Google managers, they normally won't talk to you unless you've got an ad spend of $3,000 to $5,000 a month, because they normally do it by percentage. So the ones I worked with really don't want anybody that doesn't spend more than $5,000 a month. So
gotta have some deep pockets.
Yeah. So really, that's real power team boutique stroke brokerage territory. But they do start at a lower price, and don't overestimate your expectations, but you will get some reasonable results. It's the kind of the McDonald's of
I don't eat at McDonald's, so that tells you about it with me. No.
Well, it's kind of the established player, they're good. They're fine. Like I say, it's the McDonald's of these systems. Yeah. And they're concentrated on PPC and having good search and having a reasonable CRM. So they haven't been hit by all the changes with Facebook, unlike BoldLeads. That's really been hammered.
Okay. And by PPC, pay per click, because
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many totally would know what that means. So,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. Next one, and forgive me if I'm chunking this, but it's either Ylopo, Ylopo, one of those, right? Ylopo.
Yeah.
So tell us about that one.
Yeah, they haven't got any kind of inbuilt technology, but you're paying for the team. The team, the two founders are, I forgot the gentlemen's names, unfortunately, but they're established industry players with over 15 to 20 years experience. The last company they built, they sold for a substantial amount of money, and obviously they signed a non-compete, and they waited out a couple of years and they've come back. Their websites are okay. They offer a selection of template-based websites. They use third-party companies as partners. They've got some really good artificial intelligence technology. They're a bit like BoldLeads. The way they get leads is by using Facebook paid advertising. But I think they have been hammered by what has also happened to BoldLeads with all the changes around Facebook, government regulation, the actions
privacy,
of
all that stuff.
Actions of Apple excluding them from the iPhone. That's really hurt their business model. But they do offer a lot of good training, and they've got a very large Facebook private group. They've spent a lot of money on training, but they don't actually offer any kind of inbuilt technology. It's an assembly of other people's technology, and they offer consultancy and training, but they do know what they're doing.
And it sounds like they want you to have a pretty hefty monthly budget.
Yeah, it's not really aimed at our market, and it's not really aimed at real geeks and bolt. It's really aimed at the power boutique brokerage or the regional brokerage, because it's in kind of boomtown kind of territory where, you know, you were starting at 1,000 and we were probably more talking about 2,000 a month. So it's a substantial investment. I don't actually know if that includes the Facebook budget or the Facebook budget for the Adwords is on top. I don't know.
You almost hope so, but I guess people will find out as they look at it.
It's a setup to about 300, but to get any leads, you'd be looking at 1,000, 1,500.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And let's jump into the fourth one, which is Sierra Interactive.
Yeah, well-established player. They've been at it a long. They keep a low profile. It's I think I do know the name of the founder, because but it's really hard to find out anything about the founder and the CEO of the company. He keeps a low profile. He's
kind of low pro.
Why do people go with them? Their websites are fine. I don't think they're building them on WordPress. I think they're using their own proprietary software, but they do offer more customization and options than something like Real Geeks, which basically doesn't offer anything. And Ylopo offers a selection of templates, and they do offer some customization options, but I'm not that keen on their websites. They look a bit cheap and old-fashioned to me. Sierra Interactive, they offer standard, semi-custom, full custom. They offer a nice CRM. It's got a nice reporting functionality. They've done a nice job. It offers a lot. That's the other thing that Real Geeks offers. It does offer a nice dashboard that shows
those are always nice.
Well, I see where you're coming from.
Depends on the info on there, I guess, too.
Well, you just want leads and you want to keep something that keeps in touch with them, and
Yeah.
I think the main thing is it offers a lot of what Real Geeks does, but it offers more customization when it comes to the website and the IDX. They offer more customization, more individual options. And it starts at just under 400 to 500 per month. So it's not outrageous. I don't know how they actually get leads. I would imagine they, I don't think that, unlike, they don't offer like Real Geeks or what, Ylopo or BoldLeads. I think they probably offer either Facebook or PPC campaigns. And I imagine they quote depending on what you want, but it's going to be around the same prices of the other three that we talked about.
Okay. And then how about kvCORE?
Well, kvCORE is the biggest player of this list. Probably they've got more installations than all the other four put together. I think.
And is that because they're partnership basically? Because aren't they part of Keller Williams or not necessarily?
Well, they did deals with Keller Williams. Okay. They've done deals with a lot of the virtual digital brokerages. They've done loads of deals with loads of brokerages, highly discounting, and then they sell this package to the brokerage. The way they sell it to the broker is you give us like 900 a month, whatever, and then you can actually get your agents to
sell it to them
and sell it to them,
or provide it.
Yeah, provide it, but it'd be part of their monthly brokerage charge, their digital marketing charge. So you actually get the agents to actually pay. So the brokerage doesn't have to pay for a system, because normally if they go with other like Boomtown, it's going to cost the brokerage a fair whack. So they've been very aggressive in selling these kind of schemes to the brokers, to the digital based brokers. I think they've got over 700,000 agents using the thing.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the biggest player in it's kind of a bit like Line Desk, and they've thrown the kitchen sink in. A lot of it, some parts of it are fine. It's another McDonald's solution. It's a bit the way I classify Real Geeks. They throw a lot of value in. The website's okay. They only provide one website. Look, if you've seen one kvCORE website, you've seen them all. You can change the colours. That's basically it. It's a bit slow to load. They've had a lot of criticism about their service. They're a bit like Real Geeks. I don't think they're investing much in any new technology or any kind of revamp. I think they've made a value play with a lot of brokerages, and they're just raking the money in now.
Totally.
And
we'll take some of that.
Yeah. And it does everything okay, but it doesn't do anything great.
Yeah. Plus, you have to learn it, right?
Well, one of the things is it is pretty complicated. If you want to do, you can just utilize bits of it. It does a nice job of sending out a customized search report to clients. It does a pretty good job with that, and so does Real Geeks do a nice job of that. It's not something we do or something that BoldLeads. We can send out email, but we don't choose these automatic report solutions, because you can buy them. You can buy an add-on service very cheaply to do that anyway, and a lot of the standalone services, they do a better job, basically. It's got a reasonable plugin that works with WordPress. You've got to pay a bit. You normally got to pay like $60 extra for that, or you can just utilize their stand. The main problem is the speed of load, and it really isn't that mobile friendly. It really isn't.
Yeah.
It really is.
That's tough.
Yeah, and the prices, well, it's really
a little
difficult.
more spendy.
It's really difficult to give a price because most people are buying it
through the brokerage.
But if you're buying it for a power team, it's like $500 a month. and then it can be around 1,800 a month, but that's including a PPC campaign, because they offer that, and they're a bit cagey about their pricing around that. They're not so clear like Real Geeks. If you're really into paid per click Google advertising, I would suggest that you should go and look at Real Geeks. Like I say, we're more into utilizing Google local search, and we got a load of videos. We did about 3 or 4, didn't we?
Yeah.
About that. So we're more into that, which is a subsection of Google. And that's about it. What do you reckon, Adam?
Well, I reckon we talked about the top 5, but we would be amiss if we did not talk about MailRight, because they, or I should say we, have a really customizable just plan, and there's different options in the website. There's reviews, there's social media, there's the local Google ads and Facebook social media ads. So share with us a little more besides the nuggets I just said.
Yeah, well, we supply a Google, a WordPress-based website solution. We can offer our standard solution, which is a really modern website, and we can customize the colors and do some minor changes. Then we've got our semi-custom, where we can really custom the home page and some of the internal pages. And then we've got our full custom, so we can really change the home page, the internal pages, and the IDX pages. We mostly use IDX Broker for the IDX feed, which is the best WordPress plugin solution. And then we combine it with our digital tools. We give a cast iron that you can really spend time on your SEO and your blogging, because if you ever get fed up with us, as long as you're up with your payment, we'll move it to somewhere else for you. So
so they basically own it, unlike a lot of them, right? Where if you leave, you don't bring it with you.
Well, that's the problem with a lot of these platforms. As soon as you wouldn't invest any money, even Sarah, into active. If I was an agent, I wouldn't invest any money on SEO or blogging or content, because if I ever stopped paying, or they got into trouble, or I fell out with them, the only way I could move it is just the copy and paste, to hire. And if you've got a large website, that could be very time consuming and expensive.
Yep. Cool. Well, we hope you enjoyed today talking about the top 5 lead generation companies, as well as our own. And we'd love to hear any input you have, any positives, negatives you've had with any of the companies. If you have any questions about what MailRight can offer, check out mail-right.com as well. And we'd love to plan a demo with you. It'd be a 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 with Jonathan or I, or both of us with you, and can kind of show you a little bit more about it. And again, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can know when our next free workshop videos are coming out. Thanks again.